We have a full moon in Leo today at 5 degrees, and this is going to bring in some strong and empowering energy for us to move forward with. Now, that won't happen unless you harness the energy, and unless you take ownership of it. So we need to show up, we need to do the work, we need to be present. So sit back, relax. Let's explore the cosmic energies, and together we will gain an understanding of how to embrace this energy, utilize this energy, and move forward today and every day. So, hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for all the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. I send it right back to you. You guys absolutely rock. Welcome to your daily focus for January the 25th, 2024. And let's start with the numerology, the 25 energy. Success after great difficulty. That's probably the easiest way to sum up the 25 energy. If we've been going through a difficult period, and it could be the last couple of days, weeks, months, years, when the 25 energy comes in, we now have a chance to move past it, to step into the light, to step into the new beginnings. 2 plus 5 is the 7, so we stand in our truth. We don't barter a part of ourself away in order to get, it could be within our environment, it could be within our relationships. We're trying to create some kind of beauty, some kind of harmony, and we're willing to sacrifice a part of ourselves. And you should never, ever, ever sacrifice a part of yourself. It shouldn't be a compromise. It should be a collaboration where both of you win, where both of you feel stronger and more in harmony. Or maybe it's a group of you, or maybe it's you alone. If we look at the daily numerology, it'd be a 1 plus a 7 plus an 8, which is a 16 energy. 1 plus 6 is a 7, so know that the 7 energy is electrified. So it's really about standing in our truth today. Understanding if the things are aligned with us morally. It's our moral compass is pointing north under this kind of energy. We have to be standing within our integrity today. Absolutely. We'll get to that. I'm jumping ahead a little bit here because I'm excited about what I have to tell you, so stick around. The daily numerology, 1 plus 7 plus 8, that gives us that 16. So the 16 energy is about awakenings. It's about breaking through that glass ceiling. It's about understanding for maybe the first time ever where there is a limitation that you can actually remove. So maybe you put that limitation there yourself. Maybe you allowed others to put those limitations there for you. But regardless of what it is, you are going to see it. You are going to understand it, and you are going to understand how to break free of that. It could be a habit. It could be a behavior. It could be just the way you perceive things. You translate things for yourself. Some of us do it on a very emotional level. Some of us do it on a very logical level. All of us do it somewhere in between, don't we? Okay, let's dive into the astrology. The exciting part of this, well, the cards are actually the exciting part, but we're getting there. The sun is in Aquarius, and our moon enters Leo in the wee hours of the morning and moves into position for our full moon in Leo at 5 degrees. I feel a sneeze coming on. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about 5 degrees. That is an energy where we want to bring in joy and happiness, celebration. We want to giggle and laugh. We want to allow our creativity to flow. We want a softness in our life. We want creativity in our life. And it's a very busy time. 5 energy is very, very busy. Always on the go. Always having more things added to our plate. Which is, now the moon is in Leo, and I guess we should talk about that a little bit because it is a full moon in Leo. So Leo, we stand in our independence. We want to do for others. We want to be of service to others. We also look for the thank yous. We also look for, the Leo spends 5 hours getting ready and then goes out there and nobody says anything, and it pulls them into a depression because they work so hard to be pleasing to others, to look great for them, to and that's kind of like an extreme situation, like an extreme example, but so that you understand that it's the little things. It's the little things, especially with Leos. It's the little things they do that you have to honor, that you have to respect, that you have to see, because it is so many miracles they give you in the course of a day if you pay attention, because they really do. They do stand in. They are the lion, right? They are the lion. They are the king, but they do it for the people. Okay, they're a true king. They do it for the people, but sometimes they stand on their soapbox a little bit. That's kind of the Leo energy. We get up there, we want everybody to hear our voice, we want to do it, we want to say it, we want people eyes on us, please kind of energy. And that's the exact opposite of what we have to have, as our path today, as our walk today. Let me explain that a little bit more. The moon will be square to Jupiter during our full moon, so we need to stay humble. We need to exercise self-control. We need to practice moderation to bring in those successes. Okay, we can't be flamboyant. We can't be yelling at the top of the mountain. We can't be eyes on us people. We must stay humble in all of our approaches. We need to stay within a moderation. We need to stay out of the extremes. Now, the Leo moon will also have a conversation with Saturn, and this is where we're going to notice some kind of imbalance in our life. Chances are it's your needs versus other people's needs. It could be a tug of war between your personal and your professional life. So pay attention to that, because you need to start bringing those things into a harmony in your life. Finding the middle of the road, not giving all your efforts to your professional life and none to your personal life, or vice versa. But Jupiter will also be talking to Saturn, and that, I think it's in a sextile, and we are optimistic. We're optimistic, and yet we're very practical in our approaches. We create through balance. We create through honesty. We create through integrity. We look for ways to expand with forethought for long-term sustainable growth. We don't want that 5-minute hit of success and then it's gone forever. We want to build something, cautious expansion in our life would be a way I would term it. We need to adopt a patience, a perseverance, a willing to roll up our sleeves and do the work that's necessary in order to receive the riches that we desire. And where we put our focus is where we can grow. And this is excellent energy to grow your wealth. Perhaps it's through investments. Perhaps it's creating a new money stream. We can also grow within. Grow within by bringing new people into our life, new relationships, new friendships. Perhaps even travel for some of us. And grow your skills. Grow your skills through education right now. Find a mentor, take a course, do a workshop. Okay, let's go to the cards. Now, I'm not here right now. I pre-taped this because I thought I'm not missing a full moon for you guys. Oh my goodness. But I'm somewhere in between getting off an airplane and stepping onto a cruise ship with my wonderful son Paul, who you've all met. He put out a video. He's quite we're both quite excited for this trip. Hopefully I will send you a video or two from the cruise ship or in the travels. Absolutely touch base with you because I will miss you. So there won't be any content out. I thought I was going to get it done when we planned this. I thought, January's a down month, so I'll be able to do all my recordings ahead of time. And the New Year's Eve I got sick, and so there wasn't any extra recording done. So, and I know some people are waiting on a reading right now, and I will reach out to you individually. but I tried. I just, there wasn't enough time. Let's see here. What is Milo barking at? We need to get to the cards. I don't think he's barking at anything. Okay. Hang on. Okay, well, I thought I stopped him, but apparently I didn't have the patience or the perseverance. I just wanted to get back to you. Okay, let's go to the cards. Robin, thank you very much. I did thank you yesterday, but people are more apt to come to the larger videos, the larger transits. So I didn't know if you were watching, and I wanted to make sure that you heard me. I thank you. I'll send you a picture of having that drink. Okay, underlying energy. You guys sitting down? The High Priestess. The High Priestess, first and foremost, okay? Yes, there is magic around us. When the High Priestess shows up, absolutely there is magic around us. But it's the magic within us that the High Priestess shows up to reveal to us. So the High Priestess asks us to sit in quiet contemplation, to look within, to see our own inner magic, our talents, our abilities. The unique self. To allow yourself the freedom, the creativity to step into your true essence. To scratch the potential of who you truly can be. To understand just how great and wonderful you are. Our first card is the Nine of Pentacles. You have reached a point in your life where you need to step forward. You need to get out of your comfort zone. You need to get out of that rut. You have done all you can in this part of your journey. It's time to go to the elevated path. It's time to go to a new path. What will it be? Maybe there is some sorting out that you need to do in order to really step forward. Maybe there's some conversations you need to have seemingly with yourself, but to God, your angels, the universe, your spirit guides, your higher self. You're wearing white. You're looking towards the new beginnings. Those sunflowers are all beautifully matured. It's time to reap the harvest of the work, the toil it took to grow them, to mature them to this point. We have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is, we make that statement of who we are or where we are going. We could be saying it to ourselves, absolutely. We could be saying it to others. It is a 7, so it's about standing in your truth. So it's, it's not saying it's okay when it's not okay. It's not saying whatever, it's fine if it's not really fine. And there is a why. And to have those conversations and to state your beliefs. To stand in your truth. Before you turn and go on that meandering path forward that lays behind you there. You kind of take one look back on your past and you say, I'm done with you. I'm over it. I'm not going that way any longer. I am now a new, improved me, and I'm going forward. And so maybe this is where we are working the hardest during this full moon energy. To leave the past in the past. To declare certain things not going forward with you. It could be a habit, it could be a behavior, it could be an environment, it could be a person, it could be people. For each and every one of us, it will be something different. and all uniquely the same at the same time. Okay, let's go to our next card. We have the Eight of Wands. Oh, I love the Eight of Wands because this tells you to expand those horizons, to really dream of the possibilities of your tomorrow. Remember, we're very practical in our dreams, right? We have Jupiter and Saturn working together in harmony to bring in that expansion, but through a practical approach, through a patient approach. I always see this card as there's this giant standing there and he's got this big, huge bow and he's got all those wands and he's pulling it back and poof, they all take off in the air. And there we are, like we're sitting on a golf course and we're looking ahead knowing that they're going to hit the ball over here, but we're looking over here to see where it lands. We want to see where those wands land because it's going to be the experiences that make us into an incredible success. We might be successful, but not to the extent it could be if we saw all these little paths, these detours, these things that we should incorporate into our path. Maybe it's a learning experience, maybe it's a new relationship, maybe it's a new environment, maybe it's new knowledge coming in. But there are things, as we broaden our horizons, we see where we have to go in order to cross over there, in order to go in that direction. And there could be things in our way, but we know that we've got what it takes to move through whatever objection is in our way. Okay, that's clearly stated, well, with all the cards, really. I was going to start going through them, but the Two of Pentacles. Either or, there's a choice we have to make, but we have to make the decision. We have to make the choice. We have to turn our focus in a certain direction. And maybe you've been seeing it out of the corner of your eye, but you haven't fully committed by looking at it straight on. Which means you turn your back on some other things in order to progress into your new tomorrow. And this card states really that you could have success in either path, but you have to choose because you can't have both. You can't do it simultaneously. You have to walk away from one in order to step into the other. And so we have to be decisive here. We have to make a decision here. So we have to think of what we truly want to step into. Once again, we go back, it followed the Eight of Wands. What things do we need to incorporate into our lives in order to have the successes? It could be somebody with talents and abilities that we lack. It could be just more people working in harmony. It could be, more friendships within the neighborhood. It could be learning experiences. It could be 1,001 things. So start thinking about what you need to really bring in to your path in order to go forward with a strength, with an empowerment. We'll do one more card here. I only usually do 3. I don't know why I'm doing 5. Look at this, the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands appears. Behind you are a lot of wands, and they're all standing very straight and tall. They all have foliage on them. They all have growth potential. Now, the story of those 9 wands are the 8 wands behind you. The one in your hand, all of those started out looking just like that. And you're trying to decide, you're trying to make the decision on if you really want to go forward in a certain direction. Now, all these other paths are supporting you in your knowledge, in your wisdom, in your growth that you've had to this moment in time so that you could be very successful on this path. But do you want to do it? I mean, it's twisted, it's knobby, it's short. There's no growth whatsoever on it. So it has to serve 2 things here. It has to be a brand new path. And we have to have a passion or it will peter out to nothingness. There has to be a passion. You have to fuel your desire. You have to start thinking about when it all comes together, when the successes start to happen, and see some of those things and know that you are destined for that possibility. No, I'm not going to do the story for those who are wondering. I think this video is long enough. I talked too much at the beginning, so I'm trying to, get it all in here before you guys fall asleep on me. Okay, Nature's Whisper Oracle card. Clear out the old, the 5 energy. So here we have the 5 energy again, just like the 5 degrees of Leo, which is also the 5th zodiac sign. Did I say that already? I don't think I did. Okay, clear out the old. I'm going to hold it up. This artist is great for putting pictures within pictures within pictures. See if something calls out to you. It could be a personal message just to you. Google it after. What does it mean spiritually if I see this? Whatever you are experiencing now is a creation that you have brought into existence from past thoughts and feelings. While in this moment it may have caught you up, you can let go and begin to dream of a new reality. Let go of the aspects of this creation that no longer serve you or have a purpose. Release what is gone, wrong in the past. Release also any material possessions that do not serve the new dream that you now want to create. Know that where you are now, you can create anew and begin again. And really, does that not sum it up so far, or what? So know that this is a time for you to start to look at where you want to create, where you want to step, where you want to flourish, where you want to grow. And yes, will there be work? Absolutely. But we will want to embrace that work. We will want to embrace that challenge, because we know as we embrace those challenges and get through them, there are successes laying on the other side and wait for us. We will do an animal card, absolutely, and then we will do a journey of love card, because what is a moon reading without that beautiful deck? I think it's one of the most powerful decks I own. Now, they're all powerful in their own way, I guess. Okay, here we go. We have the giraffe, the visionary. I can't remember the last time the giraffe came out to visit us. Can you bring it in clear, please? No, yes, maybe? I guess not. Okay, sorry about that. Rise above earthly matters. Glide through life with grace. You are able to see the right path. Stand tall in your self-worth and love with a big heart. Stand tall in your self-worth. So do not compromise. Do not give a part of yourself away. Do not sacrifice a part of your empowerment. Rise above the earthly things, okay? Everything turns to dust. Okay, if something goes unused long enough, it just breaks down and withers and goes away. You ever see a house that hasn't been lived in for 5 years sitting next to the house that has been lived in for 5 years? Right? The energy was constantly being infused in the one, no energy in the other. It breaks down a lot quicker and turns to dust. So know that everything that you have, are bonuses, but do we need them? And what do we really need in order to bring in joy and happiness into our life? Maybe just joy and happiness itself. Glide through life with grace. You are able to see the right path. Stand tall in your self-worth and love with a big heart. So I think the Eight of Wands also coming in there tells us that we will be able to see the right path. Also, the Two of Pentacles came in and said the exact same thing, didn't it? Stand tall in your self-worth. Love with your big heart. And now we will go to the Journey of Love cards, if you are looking for it. This one called out to me. I remember I was in a little bookstore, and there it was sitting on the shelf, and it was like all the other decks just disappeared. Devotion to the small, the 32 energy, which is a 5 energy. Now, this deck is a very colorful deck, right? As you can see. Look what we have. Talk about a card being humble. Done in moderation. Okay. The 32. Let's see what our book says. Look at that. Open right up to it. I'll read the poem first. A flower is a poem that tells you the truth of a thought in the fragrance of a dream, as fleeting as a heartbeat, as lasting as a memory. She bows. She honors growth. She sees that within the smallest flower there is a teaching of the earth, the gospel of Gaia, the mystery of life demonstrated. She recognizes that she too is of nature, subject to the mysteries of growth and life. That is honoring nature. In taking pleasure in life, she opens her heart to allow great creation to happen through her. This is the feminine wisdom alive in men and women with open hearts. There is an innate wisdom within you that understands that this devotion to the Earth Mother is an important step in fulfilling your spiritual destiny on this planet. She is speaking to you, letting you know that there is a small change happening, something that is growing within you, that you may recognize but not think it's so important. Yet, she tells you that now it's very significant. Soon you will see that what you thought was a seed to yield a single flower was actually blossoming into a lush garden of manifestation. Gratitude and love for the small changes happening are leading you into fullness that you can only dream. So enjoy. The message of this oracle is that your blossoming is occurring now, and Mother Earth has gratitude for you. The message of this oracle for you is that your blossoming is occurring now, and Earth Mother has gratitude for your presence within her being, for the work you are doing to help other humans. She asks for you to surrender any concerns you have to her, to let her creative power continually, gently guide you into a rightful place into the world, that you may shine as you were born to do, in service to the evolution of this planet. She is helping you now, so trust in her. So yes, you thought that little seed that's your inner you was going to just emerge as a beautiful single flower. And you end up being a garden of manifestation. That's what this energy has to offer you. Okay, I won't be seeing you for a while. I apologize for my absence. Thank you for your support in letting me go and being here when I come back. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.